Hi everyone, George Lizos here, and this is my first ever vlog. I'm so excited to be sharing in this new format with you. And for my first vlog, I wanted to deal with my most frequently asked question, which is, how do you tell the difference between ego guidance and divine guidance? Now, life is just a series of choices. Should I do this? Should I do that? Should I make this choice? Should I make another choice? So how do you know whether that thought, that impulse, comes from ego, that part of you that's fearful, that believes in separation, and that wants to protect you from the rest of the world and reinforce that separation and that fear? Or how do you know whether that guidance you're feeling comes from your divine self, that it's divine guidance, the part of you that knows that all is well, the part of you that believes you're connected to the universe, the part of you that is constantly in alignment with Source, Spirit, God, whatever you want to call it, and knows your specific life purpose and your personalized path to fulfilling that life purpose. How do you know where is that guidance coming from? And the answer that I give people is always incredibly, ridiculously simple, but so powerful. And it's this. Are you ready for it? When it's divine guidance, you've already followed it. Did you get that? When it's divine guidance, you've already followed it. Divine guidance, it's an instant, automatic knowing of something. And when you know something, you cannot unknow it. And therefore, when you know something, you've already followed it. You don't have to question it. You don't have to meditate on it. You don't have to pray about it. You don't have to ask your friends about it. You don't have to journal about it. It's been there. It's been done. You've already followed it. Divine guidance, it's instant. It's an impulse that you've already done. You don't question it. On the other hand, ego guidance has to be questioned. Ego guidance doesn't ring true within your body. Your body doesn't accept ego guidance, and therefore you have to approach it and consider it with your logical mind. It may make logical sense because you do your pros and cons list and you ponder between the two and you try to find out a logical, practical explanation behind things, but it doesn't ring true within your body because your body, your heart, doesn't accept it. Now, speaking of heart, we're gonna do right now a simple exercise that's gonna prove to you the difference between ego guidance and divine guidance. And it starts with your heart. Now, I want you to close your eyes, breathe, and place your hand on your heart. Now, breathe in again, and allow yourself to establish a connection with your heart. Now, your heart is the center of your soul. It is where your soul emerges. It's the part of your physical body that's constantly connected to Source, to Spirit, to God, and where divine guidance flows through. So whatever statement you say while being connected to your heart will either accept or reject. It's gonna either expand or it's going to contract. Now, we're going to practice saying two different statements here and see how your hearts react to them. The first statement I want you to affirm with me is, I am lovable. Now, breathe in again and say it. I am lovable. And notice how your heart reacts. Does your heart expand when you say that? Or does your heart contract when you say that? Does your heart agrees with what you've said, or does it reject it? So register that feeling, and then breathe in again. And now say, I am worthless. Say it again. I am worthless. And notice how your heart reacts to that. Does your heart expand and agrees with that statement? Or does it contract and rejects that statement? Register that feeling and then open your eyes and let your hand down. So what you've probably noticed is that when you said I am lovable, your heart expanded with joy because you are indeed lovable, and your heart that communicates with your divine self agrees with that, and it's something that divine guidance would say to you. On the other hand, when you said I am worthless, your heart probably contracted. That's because it doesn't ring true within your heart. Your divine self wouldn't accept that. It's not something that divine guidance would say. It's something that ego would say. Because ego has to create pros and cons lists and try to figure out whether you're worthy or not. Your heart doesn't need pros and cons lists. It knows you're worthy. So, do you get the difference now between ego guidance and divine guidance? So there you have it, and you have a simple, practical exercise to prove this to yourself when you're in doubt. Thank you so much for watching my first ever vlog, and please don't forget to subscribe below for more vlogs like that.